He was the first American lightweight to make an Olympic gold medal match since Oscar De La Hoya at the '92 games in Barcelona. And after a hard-fought split decision loss to Andy Cruz from Cuba, Keyshawn Davis, the pride of Granby High School in Norfolk, made the trip back home to Hampton Roads with silver around his neck. And we are proud to have Keyshawn in studio with us. Keyshawn, thank you so much for being here. First of all, let's see it. Let's see what you got around your neck. How does that feel? What does that feel like to have an Olympic medal around your neck?
Just leading up to the silver medal, I done fought the best competition in the weight class, from the first day, Netherlands to Russia, Armenia, Cuba, France. I fought the best in my weight class, and that's something that's going to be in the history books. You go back and watch my fights in the Olympics, it was nothing but entertainment, action, excitement coming from my end. And I feel like I made my mark in the Olympics for a very long time.
You called your trip one of the greatest experiences of your life. You had to, though, quarantine yourself for 2 months while you prepped leading up to it. So, not even sure if the trip would actually happen. What was the training regiment like, and what was that whole process like? How hard was that?
Shoot, the whole process starting off was hard. I remember the first day I got to Colorado Springs, our first training camp. I laid in my bed and I was just ready to go home. The first day I got there, I was ready to go home. I didn't really want to go through with the Olympics. I just wanted to go back pro, because I was already pro. So once we got on schedule and started training and getting in rhythm and stuff like that at the training camp, things started to get better. Physically, it was super hard. I was some training sessions I was throwing up after the training sessions. Some training sessions I was just real sore, or just fatigued, or just super sleepy. So physically, I definitely had to, I got in a different, space physically, I feel like, in a better way. And just the preparation, staying focused, staying locked in for 2 months, quarantining, it was definitely something different, a different experience. But now that I'm back home and I can do what I want again, I think I'm a better fighter, but also a better person.
Well, let's talk about back home. It gives you a little bit of extra motivation, and it maybe helps you get through those hard days when you have your hometown rooting for you. And I want you to take a look at this. This was the scene at Easy Works Boxing in Norfolk, if we can pull that up. Everybody there, your sister right there, Chantel, they were actually taking swings at the screen while you were taking swings at Cruz. And then, of course, this was only a few days ago when the Norfolk mayor, Kenneth Alexander, actually proclaimed it Keyshawn Davis Day. So to have all this support from your hometown to represent your country in the Olympics, what has this meant to you?
Man, it means the world, man. Coming back home, it makes me feel like I'm a superhero. So me showing them that we can actually do something like this, it just makes me feel like I'm some type of a superhero for Norfolk locals, for Norfolk kids, for people that's just watching me, watching my journey and actually supporting me and stuff like that. It means the world for them to actually support me and coming home and seeing how much support I actually have.
I have to ask, though, you saw the reaction from your family there. They all thought you won that fight.
Yeah.
Do you think you got it?
I think it was a close fight. At this point, man, it really doesn't really matter to me. I gave it my all. I fought my best, my hardest in the fight, left no doubts in the ring, and it's something I just got to live with, you know what I'm saying? But in this position I'm in now, I'm about to go professional, I done made my mark professionally already. So going to the Olympics and now going back professional, it's going to be nothing but up from there, I would say, and nothing but great things ahead of me.
Speaking of professional, you're the biggest name to come out of Hampton Roads in boxing in a long time. I want you to take another look at the screen. I think you know who this guy is. Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker, also from Norfolk, won gold at the '84 games in Los Angeles and then went on to win multiple world titles across a number of weight classes, one of the best to ever do it. How much did Sweet Pea influence your career?
He had a big impact on my career. The biggest one he had was when he was actually coaching me. This was back when Coach Gloria Peak was my coach at first, and then she had retired from the game. So I was coachless, and I was traveling from gym to gym, and I met up with Sweet Pea in one of them gyms I was going to at the time, and he was coaching me, honestly. Like, I was surprised I ran into him. He recognized me from the local shows that I've been fighting in the city, and he already knew me, so he already knew what type fighter I was, like boxer and stuff like that. He used to always tell me, keep your speed. Don't never try to load up with your punches, or he just tell me things that I always need to keep within my game. and he always kept me level, ground-headed, always told me to stay humble and stuff like that. And, you know, Sweet Pea was just, you know, something like a mentor to me back then when I didn't have no coach. So shout out to Sweet Pea, man.
We all miss him too.
Yes, sir.
You know, you're 3-0 in your pro career, but we know, as you said, there's still much more ahead of you. So ultimately, what is the goal? What's the ultimate goal that you want to accomplish in your pro career?
In my pro career, of course, I want to be world champion and stuff like that. I want to have like multiple champion. Like I want to be a multiple champion in each weight class, and you know, stuff like that. But ultimately, in pros, I want to, you know, be an inspiration to people. You know, I want to be more than just a fighter. I want to be more than just a professional fighter. I want to reach out to kids, probably put them in boxing, or just reach out to kids, just show them a different way if they going the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be that inspiration for people in general. Something like Muhammad Ali, you know, something like a Mike Tyson, or outside of boxing like a Kobe. You know what I'm saying? They left a big inspiration in the game when they left. And that's the type of fighter I want to be, not just the belts and all the glory, all the chains and stuff like that, no. I want to show people that you can really do something, even when you feel like you can't. If you put your mind to it, it's all yours.
Well, you know what, Keyshawn, I think you've already taken a big step towards that. You've been a big inspiration to everybody in Hampton Roads, to everybody in your hometown of Norfolk. Everybody was behind you, and you know what, I understand you wanted to come home with gold, but to have that silver medal around your neck, you know, you made a lot of people proud in Hampton Roads, and we're going to be watching your pro career as things go on. You know, Keyshawn, you cannot say his name ever again without saying Olympic silver medalist, and who knows, maybe world champion one day. Brought home silver medal back to Hampton Roads, and still the best maybe yet to come. Keyshawn, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.